And we're gonna start. It. Well, thank you guys for coming here, and I'm very pleased to see that there's so much people like to be a squad leader. If it's not now, maybe in the future. And that's a very good thing. People also, if you're not a squad leader, should know about what it is to be squad leader, so they at least can have a bit more respect for you already without being to have it earned, because that's something you gotta do as a squad leader. You earn your respect. You're not gonna ask your respect from the people. So if you start to do that, you're already start on the wrong way. You gotta earn it. And 3 things you need to have to be a good squad leader. That is positive attitude. One of the most important things. Positive attitude. Creativity. If you cannot be creative, you're gonna be a bad squad leader. And one of the most important things, have an open mind. So take advice from other people. Don't think you know it all, you know? There's nobody that knows it all. Good squad leader will listen to his troops. He will listen to other people and come to a good plan with doing that. So listening and communication with your team, respect other ideas and inputs, and keeping the morale high. That's basically the 3 basic main reasons you gotta have as a squad leader. The most important thing you're gonna do when you start a game or when you start a squad is you're gonna establish your role as a leader. That is the most important thing. You gotta have the hierarchy, or however you call it in English, in a squad. So they have to understand you are the leader. Establish your role as a leader. So you're gonna make sure you make the squad, you have your plan ready, you discuss it with your troops. So you assign roles to your troops, you discuss it with them, then you draw it on the map exactly what you want. So they understand the easiest way, what you want from them, basically. And also, very important, I never do that actually, and that's very stupid for myself. Tell them how important they are in the squad, you know? Make them feel important in your squad. That's very important thing. So just remember, if you're the leader, you're on the top, you have everything to say in that squad, and people need to have to listen to you. So keep that in mind, yeah?
Fuck, I'm stuck.
That is very important. What is very important too, that's what I want to discuss with you too, is make time. Make time to lead your troops. Especially in this game, you really need to make time. It doesn't mean making time is that you're only gonna talk to your team, right? It means that you fill in the gaps your team has, and you solve problems your team has. That's what you do as a commander. So if you see any gaps that your team cannot fill up, so if the workload is getting too much for them, that's basically how we talk about that stuff. You're gonna fill in the gaps for them, and you're gonna hold it out until you have any resupply on you from new troops, basically. That's what you do as a leader. What you also do, and that is what making time means, is that you're gonna make sure everybody is on track all the time. So you're organized, and you're gonna make sure your plan is clear for the people, and you keep them on track. You pick up any slacking, basically. So you're gonna be aware of the whole situation any second you are on the field. So it means too that if you send somebody to the railroad, and after 5 minutes you look on the map, well, it's not good, because you should do that after 10 seconds or after 20 seconds. And you see there's another member of another squad also there, then why didn't you call your man back in time? You know, you could have had one more guy there. These type of things, that is what's keeping track of those people. Don't send them anywhere where it's not needed. And if you do, keep track of it if it's needed all the time, if it's still needed, you know? Also for troops, of course, they need to be aware to call these things out, but you cannot expect from those troops to be aware of that. That's your task. But also, it's gonna take some practice. You know, you cannot be aware on a map that you don't know really good. So you're gonna have to play those maps a bit to know the awareness really good. And talk with the other squad leaders, talk with your squad members. That is the most vital thing, the communication between your and your team. That is really vital. Listen to people. That is vital. That is it. Make yourself available for your team when they need you. You know, you decide when they really need you, when they not really need you, because you need to set your boundaries for that. You decide how far people go out. You decide what they can say on the comms. You know, if that's not working out, it's all your fault. That's the squad leader. It's all on your back, really. So keep that in mind. It's a hard test to be a good squad leader. It's really not easy. All right, so making time to lead. It's clear for everybody, right? We will get over that again if you don't understand and find it back on the forum. So what you're gonna do as a leader too, this is for the clan also very important. You're gonna lead by example. Somebody know what that means maybe?
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. So lead by example means you're gonna treat everyone on your team with the equal respect all the time. Yeah, you're always gonna be honest and open to the people in your communication. You're gonna show your team that you're there to solve their problems, right? Because that's your task. So treat everyone on equal respect. That is important. Never talk bad about the person, especially not when there's other people around. Very, very important. For the clan, even more important, be respectful always to people outside of the clan and people in other teams. So you have the team 1 that we have, right? That are the most active people. We have the team 2. Be respectful to anyone at all times at the same thing, you know? Treat everyone at the same level. Very important if you want to get respect from the people. Well, that is actually pretty clear, I think, for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, just like treat others how you want to be treated yourself, basically.
That's it. You know what it is? If your team sees what you do, they might think it is okay. Yeah, but remember, if you're gonna start doing that, it is very disrespectful and unprofessional. And it will fall on you. When your teammates are gonna do it, it's your fault, because you're the squad leader. Easy.
Yeah, because troops tend to learn by example, don't they? And
That's it.
You want to teach by example.
And that is very important. Keep that in mind.
But
So even if you have problems sometimes with yourself, with some things, and I can have it too sometimes, you know, everybody has it. Just keep in mind, you know, that people will look at that, and it's not gonna help you out, man. Be respectful all the time to everybody.
Yeah, and at least if you discuss them, you know, do it inside a closed channel, you know, because you can meet some funny people just so you don't tell them.
You know when you've done it right because they asked for you to be a squad leader in the next round anyway.
That's true. That is true. But yeah, that is just very important, you know. Be respectful. Even if they do not good, be respectful. It's a game, remember that. And it's not real war, you know. There's a lot of things you cannot do in this game like you would do as a squad leader in real war. You would be a bit different sometimes. Because your life will depend on it, you know what I mean? It's a lot different. But in a game, and especially for the clan, be a nice guy, be respectful, try to do it. If it's getting too much for you, just try to step back a second, take a deep breath, and come back again, you know? Stay relaxed. My commander always told me when it's getting too much, just keep ice in your head. If you have fire in your belly, keep ice in your head, you know?
So to highlight three topics. Highlight 3 topics, yeah? Keep it simple, stupid.
Indeed. Keep it simple and stupid. That is it. Topic 1. Topic 2 is make time to lead. That is very important. So topic 3 was lead by example, right? Very important. That is one of the more important things for the clan. So behave yourself, make sure people behave themselves, all that kind of stuff. All right, but how to delegate? So that's topic 4. How to delegate? Simple.
That's something that I first had trouble with when I first started, is delegating responsibility.
All right, I will explain how to do that. You know, you make clear what is expected to do from your troops, but one of the most important thing is trust your team with doing that. So make clear what they need to accomplish and trust them to do that. Makes it really much easier for yourself. Very important is be decisive. So if you're gonna doubt 1 second and people notice that, they're not gonna have a lot of doubt in you anymore. You know, so make sure you have a good plan ready when you can talk about it. They will follow and respect you when you can make quick decisions. That's what I always do. Don't talk before you actually know what you say. You know, make sure you know what you're talking about. And that is very clear, right?
There's a phrase that says, think, push, talk.
Indeed.
Many people, they push and talk and then think.
You can better, and that's the same with calling out targets. It's better to wait 1 second more and have a good information than just go shout something. And then afterwards, it takes 10 seconds longer to explain what's actually going on. You know what I mean? That's the same for squad leaders. You think first, and you're gonna have a clear answer, you know, to the people. That is very important. If people notice you're gonna slack, so you're slow and you don't understand really what's going on, all this kind of stuff, they will not be prepared to follow you. They just go on, do their own things. That's easy as it is. So be prepared to be a leader, yeah, and to make decisions. And don't ask your people what they think about it. It's your decision, you know, easy.
And one more thing, you don't need to give a reason for everything, but the most important is that you take a decision in the heat of the moment. So if you say, we're going to go right side of the compound, you go right side of the compound. You don't need to explain why you do it. Just
the only
do it. No question asked.
The only time you're gonna explain is when it's gonna involve a lot of your team and it's gonna maybe bad for them. Then you can explain why you did stuff, but otherwise just keep it simple. Don't explain why you go over there to place an FOB because this team needs to go here and they come now over there and they don't need to know, man. It's not that thing. Just keep it simple. So that's easy. It looks easy, be decisive, but sometimes it isn't, because sometimes you don't have all the information you need, right? I have it sometimes too. And you need to be decisive, but you don't know what's going on actually. The other squad leaders are really not that talking, and the situation on your own team is very unclear. So don't make a decision then. What do you do then? You're just gonna make sure you get the information, right? You're gonna ask your team what is going on. You're gonna ask your squad members what is going on, so you can maybe make a decision out of that. I try to look in the future for that, right? So look in front. If you see people going for a point, you get a feeling of the battlefield, right? You see people going for a point. You see there's a point behind it. So they send 3 guys over there already. You know what I mean? Ask people from a status update. That's actually what it all is. And then if you have all the updates, you put a plan together, and there you go.
And to use another military term, you use SITREP, Situation Report.
And that's it. So that's actually how easy it is. In total, if you look at the total picture, it looks easy. It isn't easy, but you can make it easy for yourself just by having a good communication and take time. Take time to make the plan. Don't rush in things. Keep calm. You know, all that kind of stuff is very important. So for today, we did the KISS, right? Keep it simple, stupid. How to be a good squad leader, so how to establish your role as a leader, how to make the hierarchy in there. We did the make time to lead stuff, yeah, so you understand why it's important to make time to lead. Yeah, that you have to be tracked on your troops all the time, that you gotta be available for your troops, that you gotta watch the workload for your troops, set boundaries for the comms and for the area where you win. So that is pretty clear, right?
Affirmative.
Yeah, then the lead by example, yeah, that you're gonna act like a good man, a nice guy, show respect for everybody at all times, especially for people that are not in your team. So people that might be in another clan in a team, maybe in team 2 in our own clan. You know, just be respectful towards other people all times. That is very clear, right?
Sir, yes, sir.
I guess it is. Well, how to delegate people so that you gotta be decisive when you need to be decisive, that you gotta be smart with what you're gonna say, you know? That is gonna be clear, right?
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
All right, very good. So, to come back, all you did today, you have to have a positive attitude. You gotta be creative and to have an open mind. So don't think you know it all, because nobody knows it all, right? If somebody has a good idea, even a squad member, you always consider it. You know, you don't have to do it, but always consider it. And see if it fits in your plan, if it improves the plan or not. And then you can decide if you use it or not. That is what real squad leaders do. They're not gonna say, no, we're gonna do this because blah, blah, blah. Well, those people are bad squad leaders.
Well, the worst thing is to just completely blank them and ignore them.
Indeed. Always comply to your squad members. If they say there's enemy there and there, always say, roger that, I know, you know, make sure that you have here, that they know that you spend time on them. So I see it always that I was their daddy, right? That is what you do as squad leader. To make sure you're there for them, always. Don't ignore them, never. All right, that was it for today then, guys. Very thank you.